Brenton, mate, thank you so much for joining us here today. Before we get into the swing of things, like every DC fan, they all have a favorite hero. Who's your favorite DC hero in the DC universe?
Mate, I honestly love Aquaman. I think he's just... I don't know if it's Aquaman or Jason Momoa. I think I love Aquaman because it's Jason Momoa.
And where there's heroes, there's villains. Who's your favorite villain in the DC universe?
I don't know if I can go past the Joker, mate. He's just... We've seen so many different versions and such wonderful performances over the years that have given us so much depth and insight into that character. I don't know if there's anyone that can compete. You know, he's too dynamic.
Growing up, do you have like a fond memory of your first experience coming into the DC universe? Do you remember watching a movie when you were younger, or reading a comic book or a TV show?
Yeah, I was definitely a Batman fan. I remember being a little boy and seeing bats fly out the window and swearing on my life that I saw Batman, you know, and just convincing myself and my dad, like, Dad, I saw Batman. I just saw him, like, he's up there, you know.
When you landed the role in Titans, what was the first thing that you did?
I started reading a bunch of comics that Jeff Johns gave me that were loosely based off, that we would loosely base our series off. Kind of familiarizing myself with the world and with the lore and how they translate to film, you know, and television. Some of the stories very known by the DC fans, but some of them we're kind of creating on the fly and developing, you know, richer backgrounds with certain characters that we hadn't seen, or, you know, some elements with my character that hadn't been shown before. So it's kind of a mix of understanding what kind of show we were going to make.
Was there any pressure that came along when you were casted to play Dick Grayson?
You know, more so excitement to portray a character that hadn't been seen. Definitely a little sense of pressure, yeah. You know, you don't want to I didn't want to mess it up. You know, you don't want the fans going, this guy sucks, man. But I did feel like, you know, if I was to play a superhero, this would be my guy. I kind of felt like it was the right choice to make. Like I was kind of right for that role. You know, I definitely had to hit the gym and get fitter. What
sort of training did you do?
I did a little bit of martial arts, just close quarters combat. We would do a lot of like learning fight scenes on the fly. Mm-hmm. So we would, you know, choreograph a scene and learn it and perform it in the stunt room within about an hour.
Wow, that's insane. What about, did you do any circus work or trapeze work?
I did actually. For the second season, I did some trapeze work, and that was terrifying. That was terrifying.
How did you go with it? Are you afraid of heights, or?
I was that day. We had a guy in Toronto show myself and Tegan, who were performing this dreamlike sequence that required us to be swinging in and me catching her kind of as she falls. And although I didn't really do much of it, my stunt guy did most of it. I got to say, Tegan was amazing. She did the whole thing.
Wow.
She got to a place where she was doing a great job with her acting as she's coming in and getting, you know, dropping on a wire and getting picked up by the stunt guy. And yeah, it's amazing.
What do you think makes the DC universe so special to its fans?
You know, I think that the DC fans are known to have a more grounded emotional backstory that we can all empathize with. And I feel like that emotional core of each character is one of the reasons why they're so successful. It's not just, you know, a world where people go out and kick ass, or, you know, and fight crime for no reason, or, you know, they're not just villains for no reason. They've got, you know, these complex backstories.
The cast of Titans is very heavy with Aussie actors in it. When you were signing up for the role, did you reach out to any of your fellow Aussies that are in the DC universe already?
I didn't, actually. I didn't. I met Tegan, and we had a little connection there, and her and her family support her, and we're there also, and it's kind of nice to have some Aussies there. If we could come down to Australia and shoot them all down in Australia, that would be the plan.
So where are you situated now? Are you in Australia at the moment, or are you overseas in the States?
I am, mate. I'm in Australia, yeah.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite Aussie destination spot? When you want to relax with the family, where do you just go for a week or two or even a couple of days?
We like going down to a place called Lorne in Victoria. It's a little coastal town right at the bottom of Australia. There's good waves. It's really quaint. We love going there in winter when it's really cold. Don't ask me why. I'm from Cairns up north, and it's like 30 degrees every day, so I love the winter.
Obviously, you have an Aussie accent, and you wouldn't pick it at all in the TV show. Was there a little bit of you that was like, oh, can we make Dick Grayson like Aussie and maybe sneak in the accent there? Or was it like, nah, this is, he's got to have this sort of accent?
Well, I mean, well, the answer would be no. I'm lazy. The way it works is I'm lazy. So I'm on for about 4 or 5 months of great accent. And towards the end of the show, I start slipping a little bit. Oh. And, directors and my fellow castmates are like, did you just say that again? Say that word again? So I get tired, or I just mentally I kind of just get lazy a little bit. And I slowly start blending into my Australian accent again. So episode 10, 11, 12, you might be getting an Australian Nightwing.
Well, we were talking before about you did a lot of training for your role. Do you think that you could fight crime in real life?
Absolutely not. I can barely put the bins out in real life. The answer is absolutely not. I mean, a lot of the fighting we do is choreographed in terms of, the reflexes and actual martial arts. I really do enjoy that, but I'm not very skilled at all. Don't try me, man. Please don't try me.
No, it's okay.
Everyone out there, please don't try me.
Dick Grayson is sort of like the big brother to the Titans. Do you feel like you have that role amongst your Titan castmates?
For some of the younger Titans, I certainly do, and would hope to think that, I've created somewhat of an open channel. But what's great about the Titans, mate, is that there's a lot of older, more mature, experienced actors in the mix as well. I'm constantly asking Ryan, who's a DC whiz, hey man, like, would this happen? Like, would Dick Grayson really go do this, or is he more like this? He kind of knows my character better than me.
And we're also talking before about so many Aussies in the cast as well. Like, I didn't realize that you were Aussie, first of all. And I've seen you in your other films as well, but then when I was more like researching you, I was like, wow. And then when I was, researching about Tegan and Joshua, and I was like, wow, the Aussies are really dominating it, and especially in the DC universe. Are you guys planning like a little takeover at all?
We are. We actually, the secret's out, mate. Thank you for revealing that to all the fans and to the DC universe. The Australians are planning an actual takeover. No, we're not. It would be great if we could, and take over the studios down here on the Gold Coast and bring everything down to the Gold Coast and shoot here. During
your breaks, you can go off to the beach and have a couple of catch a couple of waves and
do a scene.
We finally get to see Dick become Nightwing. Does this change, or will it change his dynamic in the way that he approaches the rest of the Titans team members?
Yes. Yeah, I think in season 2, Dick Grayson becoming Nightwing was a big developmental leap into him becoming that leader. And, I think that in season 3, we will see him lead, we will see that confident superhero lead the team to, fighting against crime.
You get to wear some pretty impressive costumes in Titans. Which is your favorite suit? Do you like the Robin costume, or do you like the Nightwing one? Which is your favorite?
I love the Robin suit because it's I've spent so many hours in it, and it right. feels like home now. It looks military-esque. It feels military-esque. It's easy to fight in. Whereas the Nightwing suit is a full one piece. That's kind of easier to fight in, to be honest, because it's like a wetsuit. It goes, moves and kind of goes with your body. This is the difference. The Nightwing suit at night looks fantastic. It just, the way the light shines off it and the black in the dark alleyways, it looks really good. But the Robin costume can do both. It's a little bit more versatile.
Please tell me you have a Nightwing or Robin costume just hidden away underneath your bed at home, or some props or something like that.
It's actually, I'm wearing the bottom half of it right now, mate. Just in case, like a Superman.
That's bad. Oh
no, I don't know if I could be trusted with those suits. They're hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I appreciate your time. Cannot wait for it, buddy. Enjoy. I hope you get some good swells out there. And mate, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Nice talking to you.